Something just came to mind that I want to talk about. I know I've already talked about this before I even got into this unofficial podcasting, and this was like about a few years ago when I talked about possibly just forgetting about having Kapatid by heart. Now, here's the thing. Will I ever find another Kapatid by heart like any of these three? As you can see right here in the thumbnail, you see Christine, Kriza, and Karylle, who are my main three. They're my legit three Kapatids by heart. As much as I loved Alyssa, as much as I loved Joanne and Gly, and Stephanie, and who else did I forget? I hope I didn't forget any more names. But those guys, they just didn't have the. Well, I don't mean to be harsh to say that they didn't meet the criteria of what really made a Kapatid by heart like these three guys did. But these guys just had more to it as far as like the approach of being that that sister by heart type of friend. So I think what made them special, I'm talking about Christine, Kriza, and Karylle, is their approach. The way that they approached me from day one, like how they treated me, inspiring me to be the brother by heart that, to my credit, I have been to them. We touch we have touched each other's hearts in a way that we just feel totally connected emotionally and spiritually, and just like that. I mean, more so Christine and Kriza, with whom I had deep connections with in our Kapatid by heart relationship, right? I'm not going to go into so much detail about our Kapatids by heart relationships with all these three, but I will say I don't think I will ever find another one ever again like any of these three. I think that the term Kapatid by heart, although at this point I feel like I should just lay it to rest, that name will always resonate with these three girls, Christine, Kriza, and Karylle. As much as I loved Alyssa, Joanne, Gly, Stephanie, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else. That person may just not come to mind right now, but I can only remember those four from the top of my head. But yeah, as much as I love these other guys, they try. I mean, I try to make them, like if ever that any of these three faded, I'm talking about Christine, Kriza, and Karylle, or Karylle. If any of them faded, that these guys would be one of these guys would actually be the perfect replacement. And I tried, but they just didn't. It just didn't suit well with me, in that that they were gonna be that definite replacement. Now I love them for who they are. I like the way that they treat. I admired the way that they treated me. I'm talking about the guys like Alyssa, Gly, the ones that I mentioned that that have really given me all the smiles during our friendship runs, right? But in the end, I just don't think that they can be like these three in a way that just, I think these three were just special in their own right, and how they made me make them a Kapatid by heart. Okay, a sister by heart by like no other. So that being said, I just don't think I will ever find another one. I mean, better off just not, just not trying to find another one. Hell, I still got a lot of problems to fix, right? So that being said, I just think that it's best to just, as very much destroyed as my friend circle has already been, from within the last 3 years, it's just best for me to just stick with who I have. I know at this point my life is just the most to be concerned about. Obviously, a new job that I need more than anything else. And, I still have who I have, who have definitely supported me, right? And I'm just going to leave it at that. So, so I just thought that I'd express just not trying to find another Kapatid by heart, or just somebody who was ever one. And at this point, when it comes to meeting new friends, I think that's just out of my interest at this point. Not that I ever want to make new friends ever again, but that's highly unlikely at this time, because I need to fix my own life first. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm at my worst, I got to do what I got to do. So yeah, man, I just thought I'd touch on this. I'm going to keep it short. So yeah, just tell me what you guys think. I truly do miss these guys, but who knows if there will be a future for me with any of them, should I already have a new job. But I'm going to leave it at that. So I'll let the future speak for itself when I do get a new job. So anyways, peace out. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.